Hello, I'm Claudia Kay, and welcome back to my channel. You guys, it's my birthday. It's my birthday, and I want to tell you all about my day. I have had the absolute best day. Best. So first off, the weather. The weather was 70 degrees with big puffy clouds in a clear blue sky and a slight breeze. Like the perfect day. Humidity was low. So first off, the day was gorgeous, gorgeous. And then my mom sent me home last night with the little egg bites that you make in the muffin tin. I love those. So I got this morning and already had breakfast made for me. I just had to eat. That was wonderful. And those little egg bites are my favorite. I put hot sauce on them. And so I did that. And then of course I got my Starbucks free coffee. So I tried the mocha cold cream because those are too expensive for me to buy regularly. And that was delicious. I love it when you try something new and it's delicious. And then, because my parents picked me up and we drove down through the countryside to Millersburg first. And so we took the scenic route. My dad doesn't like to take the slow route, but my mom and I like to look at the countryside and the farms and the big houses. And it was beautiful, just beautiful. So some of the fields are already planted and starting to come up with early crops. And we saw lots of cows. And so we get down to Millersburg and there's a Goodwill on one corner, and then across the street on another corner is another thrift store. I'd never been in that thrift store before, so we went to a totally new thrift store. So the very first thing that I pick up, wait, let me get, is this. I've got a box on my lap. $0.50. You know it's going to be a good day when you walk into a thrift store and you find glowy glass for 50 cents. This is for my personal collection. So it's just a little, isn't that fantastic? It's so fantastic. Also walked in and saw this. It's either an overly large end table or a small coffee table. I'm going to use it as a coffee table, I think. But walked in and saw that for $12. Fell in love with it. So at this thrift store, you take the ticket up to the register, and then after you've paid for everything, you pull around and they will load it into your vehicle for you. So let me show you what else I got there. Oh, that was at the other store. I'm trying to do it in the order of the day. So I got two. Now some of this stuff is for me, some is for Reese. Two Dolly Parton records. Everyone loves Dolly. These were $1 a piece. They didn't look scratched up. And so those are for me, obviously. This will go into my record collection. And then I got a couple of bags of boxes to send out jewelry and small figurines. When you guys buy those things, I always like to have boxes on hand to do that. So that was also for me, but for the business. And sorry, there's gonna be a crinkle over. Oh, this was my mom's. Well, I can show you. This is from my mom's 50th wedding anniversary, which most of you, if you follow me, know we're planning for next month. Isn't that gorgeous? It's that, I don't even know how you say it, chokin, the art of chokin. There's probably a much better way to say that. That's where they edge it with the 24 karat gold. So this little urn type thing, it was $1.50. $1.50. That's for my mom's anniversary. Ooh, I got this for resale, you guys. Look at that. It's got that silver on the inside. Just a little, oh, it's so pretty. And I know there's a way to gently polish the silver when it's an overlay. But if I was keeping it for myself, I like patina, so I wouldn't polish it. I may give it a gentle wash and let whoever buys this decide whether or not they are going to polish it. But it's beautiful. I don't even remember what all I got. Oh, I got a little is that Franciscan? It didn't have a saucer with it, just the cup, but it was so pretty. Picked that up. I don't even remember what I got. Oh, these. These will be for sale on Monday's Glass with Class, because we are going to be talking about, because we already talked about barware, but we're going to talk about entertainment wear, party wear. Aren't those gorgeous? Look at the stems on those. This was a pattern that my grandmother loved. She had it in juice glasses. So those will be up for sale on Monday's Glass with Class. Let me set this down behind me. So then we went over to the Goodwill, and I found these for me. Aren't those gorgeous? I don't think they've ever been worn. Well, maybe they were worn a little bit. But look at, whoever wore them took really super good care of them. So, my mom bought those for me. And actually, my mom bought all of that stuff, even though some of it's for resale. Mom and Dad. I paid for my table, but they bought that stuff. So then we went over to the Goodwill. Got the shoes. Got this for resale. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Found the bottom to a Stars and Bars fairy lamp. So if you need the bottom to a Stars and Bars fairy lamp, clear glass, or if you want to marry a colored top to my clear bottom, let me know. I couldn't leave it behind. I told myself I wasn't going to buy pieces and parts to fairy lamps anymore. I turned around and bought pieces and parts to fairy lamps. This really pretty diamond point milk glass dish. These super cool brass masks. Aren't those fun? Those are super fun. This one's heavier than this one. So I don't know if they were made by the same company or not, but those are super fun. Those will be in an upcoming sale. I got this little 3-footed, I think that's the Thousand Eyes pattern. Green. I tell you what, you know, for a while there, all I had was colored glass after colored glass after colored glass. It's kind of dried up around here to find colored glass. And, you know, I'm kind of picky about my milk glass and my clear glass, like this piece. Isn't that cool? It's so pretty. No chips, no cracks. My mom checked everything after I found it. Because one piece we ended up putting back because it did, in fact, have a chip that I had not seen. So different. Okay. So that was what we got at the Goodwill. So it wasn't a ton of stuff. That Goodwill, like, I have 3 Goodwills 10 to 15 minutes driving distance from me right here. And I visit all 3 of them frequently. I like all 3 of them for different reasons. All 3 of them, you know, do everything by color. So you've got all the clear glass together, all the orange glass together, all the black together. And then like all the Christmas will be at the end of all of your home goods stuff. So organized really well. And like just this past month when I was in there, they were going through, moving everything off of each shelf, wiping down the shelves with a bucket of soapy water, and then putting everything back on. So like clean, we're talking clean. So really love shopping all 3 of my Goodwills here. Find good prices on good stuff. Now, every now and then something's super overpriced, like that broken Westmoreland milk glass thing was, I'm like, you do know there's a giant crack in it, right? But anyway, but this Goodwill, they did not organize by any kind of categories. Like photo albums were next to glass on the shelf. Everything was shoved in together. Yeah. So I wasn't super impressed with that one. The other thrift store we went to first was amazing. Everything was very clean, but any glass that was Fenton was up in a locked counter at the front, and they were doing silent auctions on them. And so, you know, beyond finding this for 50 cents on the shelf, their better stuff was marked higher. So, and their better glass, nothing was under $6. And then like I found Carnival glass from $8 to $12, and the one piece wasn't even in good shape, and it was still $8. So, I mean, the store was gorgeous. It was very easy to shop. It was beautifully organized. I mean, I got 2 records there for $1 a piece. So their prices were good on some stuff, but they definitely knew the better glass and had it locked up and on silent auction prices. So, you know, I don't know. It was fun to shop both, but the Goodwill was not as impressive as my Goodwills. Then we went to 2 antique stores that were right downtown there in Millersburg. So, nope, that was the second one we went to. So I got, I didn't get anything at the first one. At the second one, which we had so much fun shopping the second one. The first one, like, prices were crazy. But the second one, they had some Empoli right there displayed in the window as we walked up. One Empoli decanter with the bubbles that had its stopper. 2 Empoli decanters that did not have their stoppers. Then a bunch of Amberina. And then over here they had uranium glass with a black light on it. Like, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. They had, and I barely ever see white Carnival glass, like barely ever. They had a gorgeous white Carnival glass, like console bowl. They had a smoky Carnival glass piece, which I've never seen that color before, ever. I don't know. And then they had a bunch of booths as you walked in. There was even a booth with crystals in it. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun in that one. So much fun. But I got a Barbara Mandrel. I was never a big country fan, but it was the music my grandparents listened to when I was growing up. So when I was over there visiting, my grandpa always had country music playing. So it was $3. I picked that up. They did not have any Dolly Parton at that store. And then I got this for me. Look at this little hat. Is that fantastic? I couldn't even try it on because I've got my hair up to date. It was stiff and it was purple. I don't even know how you... Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. They had a bunch of hats. I love it. So, and the prices were good on them because at like my antique store here that has hats, they're like 80 bucks for the hats. And so this one was 6. And then they had hats 8 and they had hats that were 12. Some of them weren't in very good shape. I thought this one was in excellent shape. It's so fun. So bought that for me because, you know, it's my birthday. And then I got the Wade Mermaid. Now, Michael Todd had one of these for sale. And I can't even remember how much it sold for, but, you know, some outrageous price. And I had really, really wanted one. And I was like, well, now that's a thing. And I think I rarely bid, you know, because the prices go out of my range. But I may have bid on that because I really wanted it. I don't know if it's one of his 5 and dime items at the end of this. I don't remember. But I didn't even know it was a thing that existed until he had one. They had 2. So you guys get the chance to have a Wade Mermaid because one is going into my collection and one will be for sale. And look at these cute little bags that they had. Isn't that cute? And then they had, you could fill a bag, and they fell out. I gotta get them here. You could fill a bag of marbles. And so sure enough, I shined my black light on them and 4 of them glowed. So picked up a bag of marbles for me too. So 4 of the marbles in here are uranium marbles. And I was super excited to find some and at a very good price. So I guess everything I got there except for the Wade Mermaid was for me because it's my birthday. And then we had the best lunch. We went to, I can't remember the name of the restaurant. Can't remember the name of the restaurant, but it's like your home comfort food, your home cooked comfort food. And we got the lunch buffet, and like they had ham with pineapple, which was so good. I went back and got seconds. They had roast beef, mashed potatoes, creamed corn, broccoli salad, potato salad, sauerkraut and sausage. Oh, so good. It was so good. A lot of times when I go out to eat, and I've only been out to eat, I don't know, like 4 times in the last 2 years, because, you know, but a lot of times you go out to eat and you're like, it was okay, but it was a little disappointing. No, like, the food was good. It was good food. Good food. And so thoroughly enjoyed that. And then we went to, there was another antique store right beside the restaurant. So by now we're in Berlin. We were in Millersburg and Berlin's right beside it. So we headed over to Berlin. And so we went into an antique store in there. Look at this. It's from 1970. But it's got a cover from 1920. And because in 1970, 50 years ago, women got the vote in 1920. So in 1970, they made this. And then Women Arise. I mean, look at what's going on now. Look at, we go up, we go down. But I don't know. Don't get me started. But it's fantastic. This will be up for sale in a future sale, probably tomorrow's sale, with Bridget of the Baker's Daughters LLC and Sean of Florida's Vintage Hunter. So I have a feeling that will go into tomorrow's sale. Can't even find a place to put it. I've got so much stuff around. And I got, this will also go up for sale. It's a very cool thing. It is a black cat made from coal. These are made from coal. So it had a sticker with it in the bag. The sticker is not attached currently, I had a sticker that said handcrafted from Cole. So this black cat will be going up for sale soon too. Very fun. Tempted to keep him, but no, I bought him for resale. So, is there something else in here? So those were the only two things that I bought in that store, but I had seen something else in there. I had to get it very carefully. And I had fallen in love with it immediately, but I did not have the money to buy myself something big. Like, you know, buying myself something little. But the hat, $6. That was like my limit of what I could spend on myself. So we saw this, and it was marked 15, and it said crack. Can you even? Oh my goodness. So it's, look, you can see through it. It is old jadeite, I believe. It was marked jadeite. I mean, it's, so let me show you where the crack is. Crack is right there. So it is a significant crack. It is filthy because I am sure they were afraid to wash it. I have not done any research yet at all whatsoever on it. But my dad, who had not been walking around with this anyway, went back, got it, and took it out to the van so that I didn't know. And then when they got home, Mom snuck in and wrapped it, and they gave it to me after dinner. So this is, and then already, my birthday present this year was, my dad paid for my car tag renewal and my license, because this was my year to renew my license. So, I mean, that, you know, I was not cheap. That was what they got me for my birthday. And then they took me on the trip and they bought me lunch. I was not expecting, you guys, it's so beautiful. Oh. You know what's funny is last year they bought me jadeite for my birthday too, they closed. They bought me 2 McKee mixing bowls. Or did they buy me one and I bought the other? Anyway, I think they bought my big mixing bowl. My big McKee mixing bowl last year for my birthday. So, oh my goodness. So it's gonna get a very gentle wipe because it's dirty, with probably like a damp paper towel, and then it's gonna go onto my uranium shelves, and oh, it's beautiful. Oh, you guys, it's just, I mean, look, you can see me through it. How crazy is that? And the glow in real life, oh. So, I don't even know where to set this. I've got stuff everywhere. Let me move something because this needs to be set down carefully. We will put that right there. And then we'll move this Moon and Stars banana to the floor. Oh, goodness. So, after that antique store, by then, my hip and knee were really giving me issues. So we stopped at, there was a little like Country Mart cheese, it's called cheese something right there. And we're in full on, I don't know how much you know about Ohio, but by this time we're in full on Amish country. A lot of the businesses are Amish run. You see the buggies, the horse and buggies all through town. Every parking lot has the post that they tie the reins of the horse to when they shop. So we go in there and we picked up some cheese, and I'm trying to, well, now I've lost the other thing I got there. Oh, here it is. So we get some cheese and fudge. fudge. I got chocolate fudge and I got salted caramel fudge. And this little book, look, 1973. So it says, you know, like the average income, sugar was 65 cents per 5 pounds. So this fun little book, my mom got that for me. And then she said I needed one of these dishcloths, that I would love them, dish rags. So I'm like, I don't know. I like mine with the scrubby on one side, but she swears by him, said I had to have one. So she bought one of those too. And then we headed out of there. We headed back. We took a different route back home. So Mom and I got to sightsee some more, just beautiful scenery. And the day was still gorgeous. And we get back home and my sister drove she's the one that lives out of town. She drove over after she got out of school, after she was done teaching, to celebrate. And my mom had made me a gluten-free lemon cake. And it was delicious. It was so good. It was exactly what I had wanted. It was perfect. She made it from scratch. She did it was like the poke cake where you pour I don't even know. It was divine. It was divine. So we had dinner, we had cake, we hung out. And my sister, because my sister is amazingly practical, and she will never buy you something that you'll go, and then get rid of. She'll buy you something you absolutely have to have. So she bought me shipping labels for packages. These make my life so much easier because I don't have one of the label printers. And so in the beginning, I was printing labels on pieces of paper, then cutting them out, and then very carefully taping them over so they could still be scanned by the post office. It was a mess. It took me forever. And then Barbie told me about these, and because I was pricing the label printers, and I was like, do I want one more piece of equipment in here? I love them. My printer loves them. They print easily. You peel them off, you slap them on the box. They make my life so much easier. So I'm good for the next 2 months. So that's what she got me. But she also gave me, one of her friends gave it to her. It was too big for her. So it's a 100% cotton, which I love cotton shirts. It's pink flamingos. It's so fun. So she gave me that. And I love this story even more because it still has the tags on it, right? So I thought her friend had bought it for at the mall or something. And so she thrifted it. She thrifted it at Goodwill. I gave it to my sister. It was too big for my sister, so I got it. It was originally $44, but it was thrifted, which makes it even better. So that was everything that I got. But I forgot to tell you guys the best part about that very first thrift store. So I pay for my table, and we get in the van and we drive around to pick it up, and I follow, now I was going to look up the name of her actual TikTok, but I forgot to. But I follow, I think it's the Thicket Cottage. I don't know. I can put it in the description box if anybody wants to know later. But the girl that comes to take my receipt and then go and get the item, I say girl, she's probably my age. I'm like, oh, Mom, I think I follow her on TikTok. And my mom's like, no way. I'm like, no, I think I do. And I get another good look at her, and she's got the nose piercing. And I'm like, Mom, I really think I follow her on TikTok. And my mom is like, well, ask her when she comes back. So she comes back with the table, and they load it in. And I said, do you own the Thicket Cottage? And she goes, oh, yes. And I'm like, oh my God. I got so excited. She whips her phone out, and we made a TikTok, and she put it on. I'm just like, I'm shock. I'm just, how fantastic. I got to meet one of my favorite TikTokers, and I just, I'm still so excited about it. Like, could this birthday have been any better? I got fantastic, beautiful things. We had the perfect weather. I ate good food from breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. The cake was perfect. I just, oh my goodness. It was fantastic. And my daughter, I didn't bring any of her presents in here, but she came Saturday, and she painted me a new painting. It's purple, so I think it's gonna go in my bedroom and not in here. But she painted me a new painting. She got me another mug. She bought me a new purse, which is black with purple butterflies on it. I can't remember what else she got me. Seems like there were a couple other things, but because she had to work, and she lives out of town, so I'd already seen her. And then I think my niece, the one that I do all the thrifting with, I think we might do something this weekend. She said, well, she had something planned maybe, so we'll see how that goes. But oh my goodness, it was the best. Today was the best. And you know, I got to show you my poodles that Cheryl had sent to me, and I got to show you my green glass shoe that Larry had sent me, but I hadn't gotten to show this yet. I got my present from Barbie. Punk Funkin' Junk Barbie. It's a glowy swan, and believe it or not, I do not own a glowy swan. Oh my goodness. So now I have 3 absolutely gorgeous, brand new, glowy pieces to add to my collection. Whew. You guys, I needed this. I really needed to have a super fantastic good day, because I haven't had one in a while. It's been rough with this hip pain. And when you're in constant pain, you know, it starts to wear on you. It just does. So I, you know, made it through until I think it was about 3 o'clock when my hips started to go, okay, we've done enough walking for today. So that's it. That's my birthday. It's wonderful. My cake was delicious. Everything was great. And I even got like Birkenstock Girl. You may have seen her in the chats. She sent me an email telling me happy birthday earlier today. So that was kind of fun to open that up. And I'm like, oh, I have happy birthday emails too. So it's been so much fun, and I've had such a fantastic day, and that's it. That's all, you guys. So remember, be kind, just be a nice person. Everyone today was nice. Everyone. Like, we didn't even bump into one rude person. Our waiter was fantastic. Our cashiers were great and helpful, and then of course the cashiers in the antique stores are always, they just want to chat. So that was super fun. And I even made a terrible pun to the guy at the antique store who was ringing up my little Wade mermaid, and I said, oh, I love to collect Wades. You know, I have a small collection because they're tiny. He laughed. He thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty funny too. All right, you guys. So that is all for now, and I will hopefully see you in the chats. I have three sales still this week. Tomorrow morning I'll be on, like I said, with Bridget and Sean on Thursday night, 6 p.m. Eastern. The Rustic Farmhouse will be on my channel, and on Friday, I believe it's 7 p.m., I will be on Vintage and Vino's channel. And that is going to be a ton of fun. So you'll see some of the items that I bought for resale. You will also see some of the fishy salt and pepper shakers, the fantastic fishy salt and pepper shakers that I have, because I got a collection from my garage sale of those. So that's it. Be kind. Doesn't cost you anything. It may mean everything to someone else. Bye, guys.